regards to transgender, I have an older sibling actually who's transgender, and my question is just how to approach that biblically, specifically in regards to what pronouns to use. Specifically in regards to what pronouns to use, and just in general.
Yeah, Claire, bless your heart for asking that. Simply stated, there is no such thing as transgender. You're either XX or XY. That's it. God made man male and female. That is determined genetically. That is physiology. That is science. That is reality. This notion that you are something other than your biology is a cultural construct intended as an assault on God. Now, your sibling may not see it that way, but that's what it's all about. This has become the most far-reaching, damaging of all revolutions that's ever occurred in this country or any other. The problem with buying into this is it is a kind of personal suicide. It is literally the end of your existence in the way that God designed you, because you have completely cut yourself off from reality. It is a kind of extreme isolation that can be no more extreme. You can't get more extreme than saying, I am not who I actually am. Because that becomes an utterly imperceptible identity. You literally have disconnected yourself from existence. You aren't who you are. You are some fantasy person in your own mind. Look, this is going to continue to escalate because we live in a world where people are told to construct whatever they want themselves to be. This is what the internet does to people. It allows you to create yourself the way you want to create yourself. You can access whatever is out there, and you can create your own world, your own reality, and you can live in that world. The isolation of this particular aspect of it is so sad and so tragic. I read the other day a surgery was done in Australia on a 5-year-old to do a sex change. These kinds of parents ought to be imprisoned.
About these transgenders busting these guys out. These guys pretending to be straight men, messing around with these transgenders. Then they try to, every time they think the pressure finna be put on them, then they want to come back to reality of what they was. So
check this out real quick. Let me go on and address this real fast, real quick. Ain't shit gay about me. I ain't got a problem with no gay people. Whatever the fuck you niggas thought you seen on the tape, nigga, that ain't no motherfucking tape with no motherfucking punk sucking my dick. But for you bitch ass niggas or niggas, cook up in particular, nigga, since you wanna jump on the Instagram and play all these old gangsta ass roles like you that, bitch ass nigga, why don't you just pull up and keep that same energy, nigga? You give me the location, I'll give you the location. Keep that same energy and say all this old hoe ass shit that you want to say on the gram. Say it to my face. We can do it on the live too, you bitch ass nigga. This what you want? You suck ass nigga. Come get the real energy though. Cause you know what's up, nigga.
I'm the type of bitch that can take $2,000 and flip that shit so many ways and I could be rich off $2,000.
Yo. Like, can you please take this shit down and stop this shit, man?
Am I talking to you only, or are you the only one?
Yeah. You talking to me only, nobody else on this phone, man. Please don't have me recorded. I don't know what games. Man, can you take this down and issue some type of retract statement saying that it was made up, it was not, something at this point, because it's getting people hurt. People are about to get hurt outside of you. It's bigger than you when it comes to it.
I understand it.
Alright, so if you can please just take this down, issue a retract statement. And that's going to kill a lot of shit because people are getting hurt. Bullets are flying at this point. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm my kid, so.
I understand it. And I know what I got myself into. I know what everything.
So is this the best one?
It's Dwight Howard and the transgender.
Yeah, my gosh, that's all you can say. And you know that I'm not lying, because if I was lying, you would say, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. You're lying.
So it's like, I just want to...
You know, it's HIV out there. It's herpes out there. It's other STDs out there. And you're going to sex parties fucking people raw. Like, what type of fucking man did your mother raise you to be a man like that? Did your father raise you to be a man like that? Yeah, my gosh, that's all you can say. And you know that I'm not lying, because if I was lying, you would say, you're lying, you're lying, you're lying. You're lying. And you know I'm not lying. Just keep it real.
Most people have the credibility and I have to do that when I know who I am.
No, oh my God, I literally have been speaking to you for, oh my God, I've been speaking to you for some time now, Dwight. I've been speaking to you for some time now, Dwight. I sent you nudes of me, Dwight. I sent you nudes.
People to compromise with you and not bust you out on doing what you secretly, privately doing, thinking you gonna get away with it. Then you want to come and now remember everybody that's really important to you. Now it's about your kids. Now it's about your family. Now it's about your reputation. Now it's about your career. You wasn't thinking about that when you was on the down low, giving yourself over to men and sexual orgies and things like that, and putting people under the risk of transmitted sexually diseases and things like that. Now, when it's finna bust you out, now when it's time for you to pay the piper, now you want to come to remembrance of everything that's out there on the line that you voluntarily sacrificed because you wanted moments of pleasure.
Y'all know when y'all get that good old
in your mind, you laying down with a woman when you know as a man. You got all these millions of dollars and you can have a woman. So you really want a woman with a man part because you want to be on the receiving end. Then want to sit there and act like you some straight up real man or handle your business and have all this respect and integrity now when you done violated your own self. This the thing that I don't get about these dudes and how out of their mind they are.
Because that's a man, that's not a woman. Now whatever you do on the outside, between you and God, you can drag all day. But you gotta respect the rule of the house. Now they allow it at other churches. But if I know you a man with a wig on, I'm either gonna snatch that wig off or you got to get up out of here. Because as for me and my house, lay all that talk. You ain't got the devil come back here, but you're not gonna wear no heels in here. Anybody that knows my preaching, you know I don't call fags. Come on. I don't do no bashing because everybody is struggling with something. But what I'm not gonna do is allow you
several times in private, okay? I went to him personally myself, and he came and said, well, first of all, he said on the microphone publicly, and if anybody on here, my members will vouch for this, he said, I joined this church because I wanted to sit under a man, and I wanted you to lead me and show me how to become a man. This is what he said. I had a private meet with this young man. We went over all kind of things. I talked to this young man. I told him, I said, now, whatever you do outside the church, all I can do is pray for you outside the church. I said, but when you come in the house of God, there's certain things we just don't allow. It's a rule. I said, you cannot dress like a female, okay? You cannot dress like a female come into church. Now, if that's what you choose to do outside the church, I just pray for you. There's nothing I can do. That's between you and God.
and you can't really focus on the game because you got balls and nuts in your mind. But anywho,
Become a hostile environment. This dude is an NBA player. meaning he have to be in the shower with brothers that's naked, that's naked, half naked, walking around the locker rooms. And if you are attracted to men, then that is a violation and a right towards a man. Men should have the right to know what brothers is about. Because if you are attracted to men, then you in the locker room full of penis swinging and butt shaking. Think about that. Guy walking by, butt naked, all in the shower, towels around them, and you attracted to men. But you on a down low with it. So you scoping brothers out. You watching their penis, watching their butt, looking at their chest, looking at their arms, and they athletes. So they got massive bodies and they're in good shape. Just what he like. So he a woman, but you want a man that's pretending to be a woman. And then you sit here and you purposely give in and deny your own nature to give in to a craving that's in you that you could have got from a woman.